Hello student, let's see the Python basic data types. Python offers following built-in core data types: numbers, strings, list, tuple, dictionary. Numbers are integers, floating point numbers, and complex numbers. Integers can divide integers, sign numbers, and then boolean. Now let's see first the integers. Integers are whole numbers. They have no fractional parts. It can be a positive or negative. So there are the two types of the integers in a Python. The first is integer sign. It is normal integer representation of whole numbers using the digits 0 to 9. So Python provides a single integer data type to store any integer whether big or small. It is a sign representation. It can be a positive or negative. Boolean, this represents a truth value, that is true and false. It is a subtype of an integer. Boolean values true and false corresponds to the value 1 and 0 respectively. So true can be indicated by the 1 and the false can be indicated by the 0. Now this is a first our demonstration of an integer data type. That is, first you have to take the data from the keyboard, that is input enter value of a. As we have seen in the last session, the input function which will take a by default value, it is in a form of a string. So we have to convert into the integer by using this typecasting, that is integer of input of integer, enter the value of a. So whatever value is entered by the keyboard, that will be converted into the integer and then it will be assigned to the a. In the same way, if we are using the input function, then again the second value here, it is in the form of a string. It will be converted into the integer and then it is assigned to the b. It will perform the addition, it is assigned to the sum, and then it will be print on the screen by using a print. So suppose if we enter the value of a is 45, enter the value of a b is 67, and then we will get the output on the screen, that is a sum of the two integers, that is 112. So we can see it is on a Python. So see, the same program we have written in the Python file, the demonstration of the integer addition of a two integer number. We have taken here the input two times, that is input function two times. For the value a and b, we will perform the addition here and then we will display the data on the screen. So see, we will run this program and we will check our output. See, suppose enter the value of a is 45 and then 21, you will get the output here 66. So whatever data we have entered, the input function which will take as a string, but by using this integer we will convert into the integer and then it is assigned to the respective variables. Now floating point numbers. A number having a fractional part is a floating point number. It has a decimal point. It is written in the two forms, that is a fractional form. Normal decimal notification is 675.456. Exponent notation, it has a Mantisan exponent. For example, 675,456 e raised to 2. So in that way you can represent your floating point numbers. This is a demonstration of a float number. So the same way we are going to take here, that is you have to calculate the simple interest. So first you have to assign the one variable, that is principal, that is by using PRINC. Float of input enter the principal amount. So it will take a principal amount from the user, and again it will take a rate of interest from the user, and then it will take a enter the time period, this time period for that principal amount for calculation of a simple interest. So all the three values are the float. So interest, principal amount, rate, time. So you have to calculate here the SI, that is your simple interest. It is a formula for simple interest: principal amount multiply with the rate multiply with the time divided by 100. You can going to display this output on the screen by using this print function. You can demonstrate all these programs on your Python notepad, on your Python, or you can use a PyCharm also, or you can use a Python editor. If any editor you can use for execution of all these programs. See the complex number. Python represent the complex number in the form of a plus bj. So this is again the demonstration of a complex number, sum of the two complex numbers. So we are going to take here the two numbers. A is equal to 7 plus 8j, b is equal to 3.1 plus 6j, and we can perform the simple addition of two complex numbers. You will get the output here. See, it is in the form of a complex only. So there is no need to assign differently as a j and integer values. You will directly get the addition of a complex numbers by using a Python. Now strings is a group of valid characters enclosed in a single or double quotation mark. It can be group of any type of the known characters, letters, numbers, special characters. So string is a sequence of a characters, array of a characters. Each character can be accessed by its index, or either by forward indexing or by backward indexing. So see, this is your subject as a variable where we are assigning a computer as a string. So here your indexes start for the string is 0. It is the computer having total 7 letters, so it will be any it is start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's a minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5. If we are taking this is a backward indexing, then the seventh, that is your last character, which will be indicated by minus 1, then it is minus 2, minus 3. If it is forward indexing, it will be start from 0, 1, 2. So we can use if you want to access the any character from your string, then you can use this slide by indexing for accessing of that character. So see, this is a demonstration of a string. To input the string and print it, so we are going to take here the input function, that is and we can ask to the user, that is what is your name, then user can enter the sentence or any string which is assigned to the my name, and then it will be print on the screen by using this hello my name. So suppose if I enter here a Saket, then it will be print on the screen, that is a hello Saket. So this is a simple demonstration of a string data type. Now the most important, this is a new uh, data type, that is list. It is a Python compound data type. A list is a Python represents a list of comma separated values of any data type between the square brackets. A list are mutable. List is an order sequence of atoms. It is a one of the most used data type in a Python, and it is a very flexible. So all the atoms in the list do not need to be the same type. This is an example. A is equal to, A is the name of that list, A is equal to, inside this square bracket we have declared here a different type of the data, that is 1 is your integer, 2.2 is a float, Python is your string. So you can list is a collection of any data type which is separated by the comma, and it is declared inside this square bracket. The most important you have to remember here, the list the elements you have to declare inside the square bracket. So lists are mutable, meaning the value of the elements of the list can be altered, so we can change the value of the list. So suppose here the one more list is I have declared, that is A is equal to, inside the square bracket, 1 comma 2 comma 3. We can change the value, that is A of 2 is equal to 4. So this 3 will be replaced by the 4. So your list will be, this current list will be become as A is equal to, in square bracket, 1 comma 2 comma 4. So in that way the lists are mutable, means we can change the value of the list. Now this is a demonstration of a list program to input the two list and join it. Here we have taken here a list one from the user from the keyboard. So we have to take here the eval function, input, enter the elements from the list one. So input, which will take a string data, but it will be converted into the list by using this eval function. So see, the list 2 is again the same. We have taken the data from the user. We can combine these two lists by using this addition operator, and then we can print this list on the screen by using this print function. So let's see this demonstration on a Python shell. Let's see, this is a same program we have taken here. Then run this module. I can give here a one list, 1 4. You have to give the elements in the square bracket separated by the comma. Another list, and now you can check your, this is your first list, this is your second list, and you can concat the second list with a previous list, that is first list. You will get the output here, that is join list. Okay, so this is the now the tuple. Tuple is a Python compound data type. Tuple in a Python represent the list of the comma separated values of any data type within the parenthesis, that is around brackets. So tuple is an order sequence of the items same as a list, but the only difference is that the tuple is immutable, means it cannot be altered. We cannot change the values of the tuple. So it is defined within a parenthesis round brackets where atoms are separated by the commas. So data can be of any data type. So T is a name of your tuple where inside the round brackets we can declare the different data. This is first integer, then string, and then complex. All these data is separated by the commas. The next data type is a set. Set is an unordered collection of a unique atoms. It is not in an order manner, so we cannot be do the slicings or indexing. Set is defined by a value separated by the comma inside the braces, that is curly brackets. So atoms in the sets are not order. So A is equal to inside the curly brackets. All the elements is separated by the comma. You can print here. This is print, and then type of the A is your set. So sets are unordered collection. Indexing has no meaning. So hence the slicing operator does not work. So we cannot access, that is A of 1, A of 2 from that set. So set is a collection of a data which is separated by the comma and which is declared inside the curly brackets. In Python, the dictionaries are defined within a brackets with each items being a pair in the form of a key and value. So dictionary, it is a form of a key and value. So dictionaries are mutable, means we can change the value. As a dictionary element does not have an index value, you can access that element by using only a keys. So see, this is a declaration of a dictionary. This is also one of the data type where D is equal to 1 colon. You can give here a value, any value, which will be indicated by this key, means your first value is indicate a key, and after the colon the second values indicate the value. So this is your a key value pair for a dictionary. So we can assign here D is equal to inside the curly bracket, 1 is your key which is assigned the value is value, and the second is key which is assigned the value is 2. So this is a type of D is nothing but a dictionary, so it will be print like this. This is a dict. If we are going to print the value of a D of 1, the indexing is there. We can take the data, but indexing is accessed only by using the key value. So suppose if I'm giving here a D of 1, 1 is your key. So it will be print the value of a D of 1. And then if I want to access the D of key, means it will be print the value of a 2. So it will be print the D of 1 is equal to value, because the key is 1 and the value for this one is value is a string. So D of 1 is equal to value and D of key is equal to 2. It will be print on the screen. So this is all recall of a Python data types. The first, the list, tuple, set, string, and dictionary. The list, we have to declare all the data inside the square bracket which is separated by the comma. Tuple, we have to declare all the data inside the round brackets which is separated by the comma. Set is also we have to declare all the data inside the curly bracket. String, we have to write the collection of characters inside the double quote or single quote. Dictionary, it has a key value pair inside the curly brackets. Order and unordered, list is order, a tuple is order, set is unordered, and the dictionary is unordered. List is mutable, tuple immutable, and the strings are immutable. List or slicing operator means we can access the data. Yes, definitely. This is the example of your list where A is equal to inside the square brackets the different type of the data we have declared here. This is your tuple, then this one is your set. Thank you.